As you say, it's nice to be in my own channel.
This is Paul, by the way. It's his channel.
So we're at Knebworth station.
Yep.
Going to take the train to Stevenage and walk back.
So we're practicing what we preach, that you can use public transport. Even on a Sunday. The trains are actually running on a Sunday today, Paul.
Yeah, and apparently on time as well. So
you might get a train running in the background, which we will pause for, but that's par for the course, I'm afraid. So today's walk is Stevenage to Knebworth, and we're on Knebworth station. So it's a 4-minute railway journey. It's about 3/4 of an hour to walk.
3/4 of an hour. Oh, to walk.
Yeah.
What, back from Stevenage to here, the quickest way?
The quickest way.
Right.
But today's walk is actually 13.8 miles.
Yeah, a bit of a detour.
A little bit of a detour. So we're sort of going to go out into the countryside. We're going to head out sort of towards Langley, up to Preston. Not Preston in Lancashire, Preston in Hertfordshire. There's a very unique pub in Preston, which we will talk about in some detail when we get there.
It's not bad for subway art, is it?
It's exceptional.
Yeah, Six Hills Tumuli, as they call it. Let's go and have a look.
Yep. Look at the real thing. This is impressive, though.
Yes.
That gives you a clue. That gives you a clue as to the age of the tumuli. Now these actually look more impressive from this side. We'll explain that. So, just to give you some perspective, we're now in the middle of Stevenage. We've got Asda Superstore over there, railway station down there, railway line behind us, and the road over there used to be the Great North Road, the A1. And for all my life, I always thought this was just sort of building rubble that had been left here. There's actually 6 barrows. They're Roman in origin, so as barrows go, they're quite young. You know, they're not Bronze Age or anything like that. They're actually Roman. This used to be common land at one time. You can tell we're near the railway line. It's only one barrow. It's that one there, third one from the north, that hasn't actually been excavated at any time. All the others have actually been disturbed. This is known as 6 Hills Way, obviously, because there are 6 minor hills, 6 barrows. But most people just don't realise the significance of these in the middle of a modern town, a new town. Stevenage was a town that was developed post-war, or getting people housed after the Second World War. So quite impressive, really. We are where are we? Just less than half a mile outside of Stevenage.
Yes.
Quite near the motorway, but you can't hear it. So you're very, very quickly, although we start in an urban area on this walk, you're very quickly into the countryside, and we're in the countryside all the way back to Knebworth. So we've just gone through a very little hamlet, isn't it? It's not even a village, it's a hamlet, Norton Green. About to turn right down here, and we're going to head uphill a little bit. Sorry, Paul.
Yes.
And the views up there, there'll be some footage for us up there. The views up there are quite astounding actually. And then we head downhill past a pub called the Rusty Gun and up to Preston. And as promised, we will talk about the pub at Preston.
It doesn't get a lot of use, does it? There is a kissing gate there, technically.
Well, I'll pretend to be a horse. Look.
Yes.
This is it's got all the signs of being an old route. This, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got an embankment that side. You've got a ditch this side. Oh, and it's a byway, by the way.
It's going to slow us down, isn't it?
Isn't it?
They are perfect.
Summer has arrived.
Mm.
Well, how gorgeous.
Yeah, bumper crop in blackberries.
Yeah.
So it's going to knock down our average, isn't it?
It's going to be a big crop as well.
I love them like this. They're just ripened and
Got some real flavour.
yeah, just ripened and they've still got that sort of tartness about them.
So where are we now?
A couple of miles in, just come out of that wood. Yes, let's show you around.
We're on.
We're on.
You sure you're on?
So we're in the hills between Codicott and Hitchin,
Yeah.
and one of the viewpoints in the book, isn't it, on the map?
Yeah, it's a really good one, this one. Hitchin's only just up there, you can't see it. Over there, I don't know whether that'll come out, there's an old chapel, Nisden Chapel.
We're walking past it.
No, unfortunately. There is a footpath past it, but no, we're actually going down to the road, along the road, and then we'll hit the Rusty Gun. Just after the Rusty Gun, we turn left, and we're going up there.
Up the back of that hill, isn't
Up
it?
the back of that hill to Preston. A little bit of road walking, only a small bit. I'm into Preston, but the majority of today is in the countryside, in beautiful views like this. It's wonderful. Now that chapel over there, there's quite a big history about it, and I got a little bit of it in the book. It was linked to Hitchin, but it doesn't appear to be a village. Here, it's just a chapel, and it seemed to be in the middle of nowhere. I don't think anyone's sort of put their finger on it and why it's there.
It's been restored recently, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
It was pretty hidden in the thickets, and you had to sort of know it was there, but now it's extremely visible.
But they have done a lot of work to stabilise all the walls. It was slowly falling down, so that's, you can't actually get to it now. It's actually fenced off, very well fenced off. So the downside is they've made it more visible. You wouldn't see that. That was completely hidden, which in a way was protecting it from people But no, they've spent a lot of money and a lot of time protecting it and hopefully stabilising it, which is rather nice. Rather nice. But,
Right, so down
so
towards...
we're going that way.
Towards the Rusty Gun.
Rusty Gun. It's actually pub one. Pub one, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, first
Yeah,
pub.
pub one of the day. Yeah, it's not a massive it's not a massive pub day today. Just a very nice walk.
First pub of the day, Tim.
Yep. Quite a long walk. Quite a long walk before we hit our first pub. There aren't that many pubs today, but we're more into the countryside as compared to days 1 and 2. So
Very nice pub.
it is a very nice pub. Okay. Just entering the outskirts of Preston village here. A little bit of road walking, and it's still very country, so it's not urban road walking by any stretch of the imagination. So, we're in Preston. I've got the book out just to make sure I get my facts right. This is a very historical pub for a very strange reason. It was the first pub that became community owned
Oh yes, I remember that.
in the UK, so possibly the world, I don't know, but certainly in the UK. And it was in the early 1980s that happened. And it was sort of one of those things that had never been done before. Hit the BBC, was filmed. It's a lovely pub, they do good food. Recommend it to anyone. It's actually has quite a following for a lot of people who are walking and cycling. You find a lot of walkers, particularly at the weekend, will use the pub, use Preston as a hub to go walking in and around. There's some beautiful walking from around here. So a lesser known part of Hertfordshire, possibly. But, please support the pub. It is still community owned even today. Yeah, so that has lasted sort of, I don't know, 40 plus years. So yeah, well done to them.
Are we on the estate yet?
We are.
More about that in a short while. Yes, lots of royal connections.
Big time.
Oh, is that one of those COVID signs?
No.
Please? No?
Oh, well, they started coming up in COVID. But this is where they leave a margin, and the farmers actually ask you to walk near the crop, not down the grass, because the grass is for the wild animals. Nice farmers.
This is a perfect spot out of the drizzle, isn't it?
It is.
Although, no, it stopped again. So, where are we, Tim?
St Paul's Walden. In the graveyard of... Sorry, I'm having to read this from the book because it's actually quite a complicated story. I'm sure we'll get a shot of the church in a minute. We're actually in the graveyard of All Saints Church, St Paul's Walden. The church itself is 14th, 15th century, but the history of this parish goes back to the 9th century, according to this. I'm sure my book is correct. But it is, no, it's quite a complicated story. The land originally was linked with St Albans and the Abbey in St Albans. But with the dissolution of the monastery, which affected the Abbey in St Albans, obviously affected this here. It was dissolved obviously in Henry VIII's wonderful manner. But this land here was granted to the Dean and Chapter of St Paul's Cathedral in London.
Is that why it's called St Paul's?
Which is where the St Paul's comes from.
Ah.
Yeah. Just very, But in later years, this area is well known for the Bowes-Lyon family connection. The Queen Mother, who is Prince Charles's grandmother.
King Charles.
King Charles is I'll get my head chopped off. I'll be in the Tower of London, won't I? King Charles's grandmother. She was allegedly born in the Bowes house, which is just a little bit further down the valley. Everyone says she was, but it's tenuous. They don't actually really know. But she was actually christened in this church here, so this is kind of the family church. So hence the royal connections. A lot of the land around here now is still owned by the Crown. It's a Crown estate land, and we know that in her day Queen Elizabeth used to come here probably about once a year to come to the church. So it's a very well connected area. It's a very, very big church for a very, very small village. Walsall Village has got one pub and about 6 houses.
And a huge great manor house.
Yeah. So pub number 3 is actually here today.
Yeah, not been too many pubs, has
No, it's a lovely day 3. I forgot to mention it's day 3 at the beginning. I said what we were doing. I didn't mention it was day 3, did I?
So what's the monument for over there? Because there's 2, isn't there?
Yeah. Commemorative column emphasising the village's association with the Bowes family. Oh, Queen Elizabeth was baptised here as well.
Who wrote that book?
Don't know. He did quite a good job of it though. Jane Austen was also Jane also has association with St Paul's Ward and is thought to have visited the church. Why that's important, I don't know. There you go. And aside from the Bowes monument in the churchyard, there are also several medieval coffin lids, mostly now broken. So it's a very, very old churchyard. So from here, after lunch, we head down into the village, past the Strathmore Arms, and then slightly uphill, and we're heading down towards the Knebworth estate. Go through the Knebworth estate and up to Rabley Heath. So 3 more pubs: Strathmore Arms, Lytton Arms, and the Robin Hood. I think almost right at the beginning of today's walk, we mentioned that you walk past historical places and not know they're there. Now, we're on a path now that I've walked on many times, and it was only the writing of the book that made me look at historical places. We have one here. It's a few feet off the path. It's a barrow in the middle of the woods. But to be fair, I mean, it's quite well camouflaged. You'd walk up and down that path and most people would never see it. But it is a very old barrow in the middle of nowhere, really.
Yeah.
There is another one in these woods, but it's right off into the private area of the woods, not on the footpath. But it's just a point of fact. You need to look around you when you're walking, because I've seriously walked up and down this path for years and never knew that barrow was there. So
It's Bronze Age, isn't it? This
bronze. This one's Bronze Age. Yeah,
And it's
very
called
very
the
old.
Bold Barrow because
It's got a hollow in the top. But you don't know what's on your back doorstep. There we go. Okay, we're just entering Knebworth Park, which famous for its pop concerts, for those who don't know.
Yes.
But there's a very large herd of deer in here.
Yeah, we'll probably see them.
We might, if we're
A little
lucky,
bit
we'll
higher.
see them. Yeah.
During the pop concerts, they put them into the field to our right, don't they?
Yeah. Quiz question coming up. Look at those trees. How high do you think the deer can nibble?
Yeah.
Because the deer are either in that side of the fence or this side of the fence, and then the main park is over there. They do move them around when they don't want them in the main park, and they're often in here. But you can see how high the deer can reach.
Yes.
They do a very good job. We made it.
Yeah, legs are feeling it.
Yeah.
14 miles exactly, I make it, but there's lots of turning backwards and forwards in when you're
Well, you know.
YouTubing.
The way you keep making me, I've done about 15 probably. So, Knebworth Station, just over there is the station pub. Used to be a station hotel many years ago. So that would be the last pub of the day. Thank you very much for coming along with us. It's been a fairly hot day.
Well, it's muggy, isn't it?
Very muggy. Yeah. We've had far too much hot weather, but you know, there you go. Like and subscribe and all those nice things if you can, please. The next walk is from here to where, which is actually a longer walk, closer to 15 miles. We might YouTube that one in 2 days.
Yeah, because it takes a while, as you know.
Yeah, you need to add another 2 or 3 hours when you're YouTubing. You need to add another 2 or 3 hours to any walk you're doing, even if it's a short walk, believe it or not. And with Mr. Spielberg here making me walk up and down, I've done probably over 15 today. I'd also like to say thank you to those that have actually bought the book. There's been a few sales, so it's going nicely. So if we can introduce people to the delights of Hertfordshire and some of its history, that's really what we're doing this for. That's the bonus. Okay, so We might now have to sample some of the beer. Purely
For research purposes.
yeah, absolutely. Research purposes only. All right. So, thanks for being with us today, and we'll see you on the next one.